Hello, lovely ones. I'm coming here today to inspire you, to motivate you, to um, pull you up from any stagnant areas that you may be finding yourself in today, or just if you feel down or anything. I hope this message, shift your awareness, shift your consciousness, or shift your energy into that loving space that we all want to be in here, giving us hope, giving us that loving energy that we all deserve here. Um, I'm coming here, I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to talk about, so I'm just going to flow with it, flow with the energy. Before I started this video, I said a slight prayer and I called forth my spirit guides and teachers and archangels and my ancestors to help guide me in this message, to be a light to you. Right now, we are all going through a very trying time. I myself have found myself, wailing and just really weeping for those who have been lost to this thing people call corona virus here. If at some point it even gave me some anxiety, and I found myself in a fearful place where it was causing me to have anxiety attacks. But thank God I have family that love me and friends as well to, you know, to talk me through it and to help me. And it actually was my daughter. She walked me through it, and she said, you're okay. You're not in pain. You're still alive. You know, but this is a scary time for all of us here. But what we don't want this moment to do is stagnate us, or keep us in a stagnant energy, or because what fear does, it stops us sometimes. Some people, you can be scared, but you still will do what's necessary to move forward. Well, sometimes with for such fear such as this, this is pretty big for me. I'm typically the one is like, I'm not really, I'm not going to really, like worry about this. This is another one of these flukes, or the flu virus and things like that. I'm okay. My body is a healing tool in itself. So I'm not. I wasn't. Really. I just didn't. It just didn't hit me until actually, having a loss within my family due to this, and that's when a reality check hits. Like, okay, this is a real deal. This is not like the flu virus. I'm not sure what it is. You hear so many conspiracies about it, and that keeps you caught up in that spiral, just chasing your tail. Like, what is it? Is it coronavirus, or is it 5G? But we it doesn't matter what it is. Because when we stay in that low vibrational energy, we continue to, what I mean, have those emotions that we don't want to have, and not to say that we need to avoid the situation. You want to look at it for what it is. Of course, you want to be safe, you want to stay in the house, you want to keep clean, make sure you wash your hands and do all the things that the medical is saying to do. But at the same time, we don't want to live in our homes in fear. We don't want to be afraid to walk outside, thinking, man, we don't know, this person may have it or that person may have it. What if I touch this door? I might get it. That's not a good way to live. And this world has has groomed us from generation to generation to generation, based with fear-based thoughts, fear-based. And a scripture, when this originally started, or when it really started like popping off, I had the scripture that came to me. I'm not sure exactly where exactly is in the Bible, but it, that scripture came to me, said God did not give us a spirit of fear, but a sound mind and a spirit of love. So fear is the opposite of love. And there are entities, I know back in the day, my mom used to be like, or my parents used to say, this is a spiritual warfare. And really, I really believe that to be true. This is not physical. This is against spiritual principalities. This is against your spirit, your true nature, and if it has your physical body and your physical mind captured, caught up in these fear-based thoughts, you can't bloom and blossom as a god and a goddess, or a goddess, as you are supposed to be. This earth realm here is nothing but a school room, or what have it. So whatever your environment is, whatever your situation is, you came here and you decided that this is going to be how you're going to learn. This is where you're going to learn, and this is how you're going to grow. And so you can take that information back to your spirit and to your soul, so you can grow and evolve. But when you're fearful and to the point where you can't move and you can't make decisions, or you're afraid to do this or afraid to do that, yeah, that stops that growth. That stops that evolution here. So there's, in my mind, I see it as two ways. You can look at the negative, look at it as a negative that's happened, but we also want to find the positive that's happening. You know what I mean? I don't care, it could be one thing, just if you have your family still with you, that right there in itself is like just being grateful, because it doesn't matter what these people are doing, or what the higher ups, the government, is doing or not doing. What matters is what you do for you, how you react to it. And you don't want to react in a negative format towards this thing. You want to react according to how spirit wants you to react. And and reality is, God wants us to have faith. This is out of our control. This is bigger than all of us. But the thing that we can find ourselves doing is, as an individual, is can work on our spiritual nature. Even, do certain things that you probably ain't not used to doing for yourself, because you're always on the go and always on the run. And right now, this slows everybody down. So you have that time now to nurture yourself, to give yourself that love, that tender love and care, that unconditional love, and take care of you. And then as well, if you have family, you have kids, of course you want to take care. But when you take care of yourself, you can better take care of everyone else around you. But when you're not taking the time to just pour into yourself, read a book, meditate, pray, whatever your thing is, whatever your tools, the tools that or the tools that you have before you, utilize those tools, and to the best of your ability, and do what works for you, but nurture yourself. And anyway, take a hot bath, take a spiritual bath. There's so many things. Go on YouTube, and there's just so many different spiritual tools out there that one can do, even if you're not like I'm not religious. Far from it. But if you're not into, like, you don't believe in God, but you believe, the universe, or maybe you just believe in yourself, I don't know. But we all still, no matter what your belief system is, we all still need to nurture ourselves. This is the time. Take those 15-20 minute walks. Don't stay outside too long, being around too many people. But do what you got to do. Of course, if you need groceries, take care of that. But just like take yourself out on a date, on a walk. as a date, or and like, or set up, or you're gonna have a nice romantic evening, where you have a glass of wine if you have it. If not, like me, I have not gotten any wine. So, you make you some tea or some coffee, whatever, you can find around the house, to just give you that, put you in that mood, and just take you, run you a hot bath and a bubble bath if if that's what you want to do. Just make yourself feel good. Take time out for you, because we rip and we run so much. Take time out for you, and those type of things will elevate your energy, will raise your consciousness, you'll find, like some people have trouble with meditation because it's too hard to sit still. But what you'll find, like when you do certain things, that in itself can be meditation alone. Just breathing, just sitting when the kids are asleep, sit on your couch or in your bedroom or whatever, in your private space, and just go and just take some mindful breaths. So, and then, like I said, because what that does, it shifts your energy, and when you do that on a consistent basis, you'll find yourself in a more higher vibration, and that's what we need today, is to lift our vibration so that we can be higher than what's going on, and that will help to shift the energy of all this negative news and all these negative things. Of course, again, we don't have control over what is or what people do, but we do have control over how we elevate our energy on an individual level. So as a whole, that affects the whole, actually. So anyway, I only have a few more minutes here. So before I end, I think it'd be just nice to just do breath work right now. I'm gonna just do 10 breaths, and then we're gonna end here. So I didn't go all the way to 10 because I was worried about the timer, but as you can see, just me doing those 6 breaths right there, it made me feel even better than what I already feel. I've actually, after finished working, I actually did the hot bath thing, got myself, a little made up in here, put on a little dress, made myself feel a little good, and then I got on here to speak to you guys here. So that's all it takes, if it's just something just that simple, can just help shift your awareness, shift your mind out of this fear-based thoughts. All right, you guys. Well, I love you, and hope all is well with all of you. And I send my love and light. Thank you, and you have a great night.